Hey YouTube, how you doing? Destroyer here, bringing you another in-game build. Today I am gonna bring you Kirasath, or Demon Lord. Today I got his Lava Mancer skin as it looks with his packs on the... Ooh, wait, let me get my pet out, which everybody calls him, the Frost Giant. Whoa. What's cool about Kirasath, and I like a lot, is he's a support hero, and his scythe goes for a good long distance. So you can stay back and do a lot with him. So let's get into my in-game build. So one of the first things I suggest with Kirasath is always buy in Squire's Wisdom. This will help him be more tanky and survivable in the beginning. The next item I would like you to buy is something... I'd like you to buy Enchanter's Ring, and the reason is for that is because we want Kirasath's first skill to be as, much damage as possible. So we buy the Enchanter Ring. The next item I want you to buy would be the Boots of Haste, and I like this because, it makes him a bit faster. After this, I recommend the Leviathan Cloak. And the reason I recommend this is because it has the pierce through magical defense. And it's not best for early game, but if you zone in on a kill and are able to blink in and get that kill, or if you're in a team fight, it will make it even better when you're using your scythe to attack. So I suggest buying the Leviathan. Now the next item we want, since Kirasath uses a lot of MP and we want to spam his skills as much as possible, I would like to buy, a mana regen item, which would be this one right here, the Ice Diamond. And the reason I do this is because it's best for most mana using heroes, especially mages, because it regenerates 1% for every 1% that's missing, which can be a tremendous amount. So we buy the Ice Diamond, and then after that we'll upgrade the Ice Diamond into the Frost Ring. Now if you don't have 1900 to spend, I suggest selling one of your Squire's Wisdom and buying a magical attack item called the Ruby Ring. This will just help you, help you build into that Frost Ring, and plus give you a little bit extra damage. So after you build the Frost Ring, the next item we're gonna start building into, I like doing more damage, so I'm gonna suggest this. Let's buy another Enchanters. So now, since you will never run out of mana, you can stay in there longer. You will have to be able to spam those skills in your lane as much as possible and do maximum damage. Now, after we get that second Enchanters, we're gonna increase this into a Searing Orb. This way we burn through as much as we can physically with the target's magical defense. So after I buy the Searing Orb, I will finish off my boots and usually buy a Tempest, or we can go Chain Boots. But let's go Tempest because we want Kirasath as fast as possible, and he's always funner, or much more fun to play when he's fast. Now this second Enchanter's Ring, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade it into the Bone Flame Wand. And the reason for this is, because we just want the magical attack. That's basically it. We're not worried about the mana regen right now because of our Frost Ring. After this, it's probably a good time to start building a bit more tanky, so I suggest buying a Raven's Mail. And after you buy a Raven's Mail, I'd upgrade it into a Minotaur's Mask. Now, if you're having more trouble with an high magical attack hero such as a Phase or Vigilos or Aquila, somebody of that sort, I suggest you go this item right here, a Farseer's Claw. But since most of our heroes are attack oriented, I would rather you start building the Minotaur's Mask. Now, after I get that item, make me a little bit more tanky, I'm going to finish off this Leviathan Cloak. into a lollipop. Now I know why some of you are asking, why not an arrogance cloak? And the reason I don't suggest an arrogance cloak is because it doesn't work with AoE or DOT skills. So Kirasath's first skill is both. It's a damage over time skill, and it's also an AoE. That means it can affect many people at once. So I suggest not having this because it does not do as well with him. That's why I suggest the lollipop. Plus it will increase your magical attack tremendously. And after that I just finish off my Hades armor and I'm fully built. Now guys, I will have my recommended talents, of course, in the description, and I'll have my tablets. Also, I'll put a card up for my recommended talents up on the top right. You will see the sign. It looks like a kind of like an exclamation point or an information eye. So click there if you want to go see the talents now. The tablets will be right after this. And like always guys, thanks for watching and sticking with me. Hey guys, I wanted to quickly go over some of the tablets for Kirasath or Demon Lord. So here's what I recommend and suggest. But first off, if you look at this inscriptions that I'm using, I recommend using Pierce Through Magical Defense and HP inscriptions. And the reason for that is because it makes HP makes him more tanky in the beginning and more survivable. And with his scythe and magical attack, the Pierce Through Magical will increase your attack even greater. So the first one I suggest is the Rage Tablet. And the reason I suggest this is because you, with Kirasath or Demon Lord, you stay more in the back towards the towers and do a more defensive tower hugging type of gameplay. So this will allow you to stay in lane longer instead of porting home. Also, the Elder Tablet. This will increase your physical defense by what your magical attack is, a total of 12%. Since, as you noticed in the build, I stack a lot of magical damage into Kirasath, so this is why I choose this tablet, make him more tanky against physical heroes. Also, I suggest the Tablet of Assistance, of course, because porting, and there's one other tablet that I suggest for Kirasath. Because you play more back, some people were saying, well, why don't you use Favor or something like that? But his heal only gets the 400, so it's not as much as other people's, or like Witch. It's not that intense of a heal. So I would rather you use something else to be protective with, like the Protective Tablet. This will, will give you that extra 300-400 shield when you're in that chance. It will save your life. So guys, please tell me what you thought about the build. Tell me down in the comments. Do what y'all do best. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thanks for watching. Destroyer out.